This morning, we're taking a closer look at coal, an Ohio mining company now shutting down its operations. That'll happen in the fall, laying off all its workers. They say it's the president's fault. An Ohio American Energy statement says this: regulatory actions by President Barack Obama and his appointees and followers were cited as the entire reason of the closure. The mine is located near Brilliant, Ohio. At its peak, 239 people work there. Right now, they have 56 employees. 32 of them have been told that they're going to be transferred within the company. Now, overall, the coal industry has been suffering lately. 2011, the United States used 124 million fewer tons of coal than they did just 4 years earlier. And its competition, natural gas, has become lots cheaper to use. Ohio American Energy is a subsidiary of Murray Energy Corporation, and Mr. Murray, Robert Murray, is its founder, its chairman, its president, and CEO. It's nice to see you, sir. Thanks for talking with us. When we read your press release yesterday, you blamed regulatory actions by President Barack Obama. What specific regulatory actions are you referring to that you specifically say are being blamed for the closure of this company?
Good morning, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. President Obama is responsible entirely for the closure of that mine and the loss of those jobs. So far, according to his own Energy Information Agency, he has closed 175 power plants, coal-fired power plants in the United States of America.
So I was asking, though, about
are being eliminated.
Yeah, I was asking, though, about the specific, because you talk about regulations. So I wanted to know which were the regulations that you felt specifically were to blame for the fact that this mining operation was going to have to shut down.
Those are some of the specific regulations. The many regulations that he and his radical appointees in the U.S. EPA have put on the use of coal. There are dozens of them, and collectively, by his own energy administration, have closed 175 power plants. In addition, we cannot get permits for these mines. They are delaying the issuance of permits. If you can't get the permit, you can't have the mine. Ma'am, I'm very distraught this morning because this is a human issue to me. I created those jobs. I put the investment in that mine. And when it came time to lay these people off, I went up personally and talked to every one of them myself to lay them off. It's a human issue.
Yeah, you know, and some people, I think, forgive me for interrupting you, I think that people who are environmentalists, who you know are often clashing with the coal companies, would also say it's a human issue. Your attorney, who was cited in some articles, mentioned 3 specific rules, so I'll name them. The Clean Air Interstate Rule, which is known as CARE, which was put in place back in 2005, right? But that would be before President Obama. The Cross-State Air Pollution Rule, which actually there's a stay on that law, so that hasn't even been implemented yet. And then there's the National Ambient Air Quality Standards, which would basically make sure that air quality for certain things like carbon monoxide and lead and nitrogen dioxide and particle pollution and sulfur dioxide, that all those things are not only monitored, that they're also limited so they can't drift from one coal production into another state. So I think environmentalists would say that these are rules that are actually very valuable. I mean, talk about caring for people, in terms of people's health as well. And some of them started not under President Obama, but started way before President Obama came into office.
You are correct and incorrect both. Though the CARE Act that was enacted in 2005 did protect the health of people, and it did allow the coal industry to exist. It is what the Obama administration has done with those rules over the years and implemented since he took office. He said when he took office, if you build a coal-fired power plant in America, we're going to bankrupt you. Joe Biden said, no coal in America. They're making good on that promise. But to me, as I started to say, it's a human issue, ma'am, because he's destroying the lives and the livelihoods of many people that I know by name.
Well, Mr.
And
Murray,
these jobs will never come back.